Oh yeah, right, this is it. This is the Canal Pairs final. And I've drawn B82, which is one off an MPEG in an area that I'm not best pleased with. I don't think it's the best, but it is what it is. Job to do. So yeah, we'll have a look at the what's there. It is B82. There's a little bit of a bush to my right there. I'm one off the MPEG, as I say. Just pan round to it, and it's Mark Robinson on the MPEG. Draw bag. But still, I still don't fancy it, to be fair. Although it is an MPEG, and MPEGs on this Roppy are massive. And then the rest of the section's going that way. Oh, there's lens ain't that good, James. So, just caught James at an awkward moment. Oh dear. So yeah, there we go. That's funny. So yeah, I'm planning on fishing. I got it on the brain now. I'm planning on fishing a positive match, although I am going to be fishing bread, but I think I'm going to be doing a bit of dead maggot fishing today, a bit of worm. I'm going to put a token squat line in down the peg with the flow, and I don't think I'm going to do any good with that because I've never caught really well on squat in this section before, but you've got to put it in and just try it. Yeah. So the bait table, we've got, I thought the squats last week were good. These are even better than last week's. Pinkies, casters, dead reds, and a few whites in there. Maggots, hemp, a few of the token red worms again, and my worms and hook hemp. And then I've got my bread box with a slice of bread in, and my licky, which is just liquidised bread. And that's what I'm going to be doing. So we'll see how it goes. Partners drew okay. Scott Doodson, he's drawn okay. He's off a pet. He's drawn one to the right, where Guesty always draws, and Guesty does well off this one particular peg. So maybe because he keeps drawing it. Well, who knows? But there you go. View of the peg again, up towards the bridge. We'll see how we go. Speak to you later. That's just started the cows off. Listen. You missed the bite on the worm then? Oh, this is an awful bloody peg. Awful peg. Right, quick update. We're 2¼ hours into the match and I've completely run out of ideas. I don't know what to try next. I'm currently sitting down the track on a big piece of worm, hoping for a bonus because I just cannot get a bite anywhere. Had a decent start. Started on the bread short, top two and one, and had a decent start. That was nice dumpy roach. But I looked to my right, and from 2 pegs onwards, that was all netting fish. So I've ditched that and gone over on the maggot. Over at first over the bread line where I fed bread and dead maggie, and I had a nice stamp roach and a couple of smaller ones, and that's the only 2 lines I've really caught on. I had 1 roach over my maggot line over, and when I dropped a maggot over my squat line, it never settled. I had 3 and 3 chucks, a perch and 2 roach. But now I cannot get a bite on anything. I just don't know what to try next. I'm out of ideas. So it looks like it might be another short video, this one. So we'll catch up with you in a bit. Right, match is now over. And I don't think I've had another bite since I last updated you. It has been awful. I can't remember ever enjoying a canal match less than I have today. I've not got a lot more to say other than that. Scott Dudson, my partner, he was admitting to about £3.5. I've probably got £1. We ain't going to trouble the frame, so we'll have to try and get it next year. Never mind, eh? I'll set the cameras up for the weigh-in. I don't know why I'm bothering, but I'll set them up for the weigh-in, and see you in a bit. At Watford. 5-0, they fucking hammered him. That's fucking nice, nice fish, isn't it? Yeah. As I say, you know what I mean. Yeah. Can't you get them queued up? It's in here.
I've got two like 6-8 others. Good.
How 15?
No.
No, I'm not. I mean, as in, well, you know, come on, it's.
Are you silly, man?
No. I'm doing this game too long, Dave. Right, that was my Canal Pairs final, and it was very disappointing, if I'm honest. I just couldn't catch the last 3 hours, maybe a bit more. I just could not get a bite anywhere in the peg. Everything I tried, nothing worked. It wasn't just me, the chaps either side of me caught nothing either. I mean, Mark on the end peg, I expected him not to bag up, but I expected him to catch more than what he did. He had 1.5 pounds. That just says there's no fish there, well, no numbers of fish. And yet 2 pegs to my right, James South, he's had £7 odd. And the pegs to his right, there was a few good weights down there. So it just seemed like the fish were in the middle of the section, in the middle of that area of the section anyway. With 105 pegs in each section, there was always going to be some tough draws, and unfortunately the hook never got me on a good one. So next time I see him, I'm going to rip his arms off. Scott did all right. Scott had £8. Grossly underestimated what he got, but he won his section by default. No, he didn't win it by default. He won his 5 peg section, so we had a few beer tokens back, and we finished 39th out of the 105. So you know, it ain't too bad, but we all went there to win it, so we didn't achieve that. The match was won by Simon Mottram and Simon Priest. That's for the 2nd time they've won it, and fair play to them. That's a fantastic achievement. Well done, lads. So that's it. If you enjoyed watching that, I know it was painful, but if you enjoyed watching that, please subscribe. Not all the matches are like that. I do catch a few fish occasionally, so I hope you enjoy it. Cheers.